Hello, I'm Moris, and I've got something a little bit different today. Something I was planning on playing for quite a while actually, but I couldn't get running. But thanks to the very helpful Alpha Gemo, I believe that is how it's pronounced. That's how I'll be pronouncing it. I've managed to get this game streaming, or streamable at least, as you can tell by this teeny tiny window. Don't worry, the actual game looks significantly better, but this is sufficient. I'm not going to try messing with the setup anymore. It's good enough. So I was thinking, well, let's play through this entire campaign slowly, one bit at a time. This is the family I was using before I used quite a while back to, well, relive some nostalgia, but this brand new family. Let's make sure it's absolutely brand spanking new, and just recreate it as Moss. And here we'll begin our family history. Hopefully the audio sounds good. The levels should be okay, if my OBS is anything to go by. And the in-game music should be a little bit lower than this, because it's quite loud in the menus. So anyway, let's jump right into it. Let's begin our family history in the pre-dynastic period.
It is said that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.
That's not the voice, but
So
whatever.
may the story of a great nation begin with one dream. The Red Land has given birth to such a dream. Clans of nomads carry it in their heart, across the immeasurable desert and into the land of Egypt.
Yeah,
Welcome to ancient Egypt, land of the pharaohs. Here you'll participate in the history of one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever seen. In an epic story that spans more than 15 centuries and 24 generations. You must lead one family, generation by generation, from its earliest beginnings in Egyptian prehistory, through the dawn of civilization, to the establishment of a unique and powerful empire and beyond. Our story begins more than 5,000 years ago, along the banks of the Nile River in an area known as Noob. Here, a small confederacy of clans struggles to eke out an existence in the harsh environment. With you at its head, your family leads this small settlement.
so as I was saying, yeah, this game was a staple piece of my childhood. Although, well, the furthest I've ever gotten is into the Old Kingdom, I believe. Don't think I even finished that. No, when I played as a kid, I was very bad at it. And it was just, given I had about as much intelligence as the average potted plant, I would just, place things here, place things there. Very easy, yes please. Played it a bit later on as well. And I can't say I was good, but at least I figured out how to do things in a better way. Housing blocks and make a city actually functional, not just a hodgepodge mess of barely functional housing groups, not even blocks, just streets, and no roadblocks, because what the hell's a roadblock? Can you eat it? Can you wear it as a hat? Can you fuck it? None of the above. But no, I learned some of the basics now. As tempting as it is to jack this up all the way up, I'm not exactly good at this game, as you can tell by the title of the stream, as you can tell by the level of competence I'm displaying, and how much time I'm trying to sandbag before starting it. No, it'll be nice and normal for us, for now. If we find it's too easy for me, then I'll switch over to hard. I highly doubt it'll ever come to being very hard. I've heard that is quite difficult. We won't be going down to easy, ever. So, let's get into this. Here it tells you what to do if you want to build houses. You need roads and stuff, and create a housing area, and watch immigrants arrive. So, since we are clever clogs, we can do something for the housing block. Already broke that one up. 2, 3, 4. Something I like doing is following the flexi block, I believe it was called. Flexible block. Each road is costs 4, so that's 10, 15. Let's just make it about that big. Start plopping down our houses. Oh no, wait, we only have wells here. Whoops. Wells are not very good. Wells are what you use if you are, if you don't want your houses to evolve, I suppose. I don't think we'd ever be in such a situation, but hey, you never know. I'm no expert, like I've said. The only reason I'm playing this is because, besides the fact that it's fun, is because it's a massive piece of my childhood. I absolutely adored ancient Egypt back then. I really did. I was obsessed with it. History has always been one of my big passions. And of course, there are many other things I do like Rome. Loved Rome. Never played Caesar. I'll go to fixing that soon. Let's make a hunting lodge. Employ some of our people. And make a bazaar over here. Now, I think the hunting lodge is a pretty undesirable place to live in. I mean, but let's be honest here, everything is shit. Oh no, it's on fire. Yes. Yes, my entire village is gonna burn to the ground. I am aware. Built a couple firehouses. I mean, it is very much a tutorial, we don't need to worry about these things. Your stuff catching fire is to be expected since, well, they didn't give you any tools to prevent the fires. Oh, I don't think you can even make money in this game. Oh yeah, I forgot to build a granary. Let's build it over here. Far away from our houses, because they don't like granaries. We're pretty much living the prehistoric era of Egypt. Yeah, right now it's at maximum speed because nothing much is happening, but... Eventually, I suppose we can crank it back down to 80 or 90, depending on how much... what is needed, I suppose. Clean water. Ah, they want clean water. See, they're picky. Annoyingly enough, though, you have to build it only on this sort of water, this sort of land, which is fine. Except, you know, we really need a roadblock here. Actually, let's fix this problem. Make ourselves a makeshift roadblock by just blocking off the entire road. Oh no, the building collapsed. We'll die of famine. Why? Because the game was so nice as to not give us an architect's poster. Teach us, haha, gotcha. You're being tricked? Beer. And victory, that was remarkably easy. This is a tutorial,
Well done.
it's
By filling your people's
fairly
bellies with nourishing food and
simple.
protecting their homes from fire and collapse, you have helped this fledgling civilization take its first step on the long road of history.
Yeah. That was my other family, allegedly.
After many years and the passing of a generation, your family has resettled in the area of Inis, in Upper Egypt. Here, a small band of local rulers is attempting to extend its influence over Lower Egypt and all lands along the River Nile, and to unite this realm under its own house, with one supreme leader.
Supreme
Establishing
leader.
Inis as a thriving city, like nothing ever seen before, will prove the worthiness of the Dinite Confederacy, and help them gain supremacy over Lower Egypt and the other factions vying for power. In time, this will mean providing the population with entertainment, and building wonderful temples to worship the region's patron deity. To build a city this grand will require a substantial supply of cash. You'll find rich deposits of gold ore in Inis, and harvesting them should be your first priority.
Ah, gold. Thankfully here it doesn't provide inflation like in Europa Universalis. Otherwise we'd be royally scuppered. Yeah, I like how it's... Seeing the whole game in widescreen is quite nice. Okay, speed. We can drop that down to 80 while we're building. Still haven't discovered the power of the roadblock though, so... Okay, so we want to build mines over here. We also want to build where we have, you know... That's not so great. We want to have some space over here, I'd say, to build. So let's build our first housing block. Yay! Okay, let's see where we can place our water supply. Okay, it's got enough water here. And this is about as big as a housing block needs to be, I suppose. It's big enough. Let's build our houses on the outer edges. Plunk down our water supply over here. Don't need too many houses yet, but we'll need a firehouse. There we go. An architect's post. And of course a police station. Any other buildings that we need? Not immediately. We can crank up that speed to 90 now. I'll watch the people flow in. We don't care about people getting fed. We are terrible people. We are the worst. The worst pharaohs ever. But what we do care about, more so than... Oh wait. Though you'll see a reason why I'm leaving this space here. It's because we want to build the village palace, and that has to be built somewhere where there's groundwater. It's a very picky place. Apparently. And I've already made something of a mistake. Jesus Christ, settlers, move. Hey, Blubber. Yeah, I got it to work, thanks to Alpha. Thanks for the tip. Took a lot of wrangling and messing with the DPI settings in my laptop. But yeah, I want this to be the nicer corner of my city. Away from the mines, away from the general suckiness that is, Anyway. Better than Marek did. What happened to him? Well, now that we've managed to establish something resembling, well, industry. Well, it's town, rather. Not really much industry yet. Let's get ourselves a gold mine, or 3. Yes, yes, I know it requires a palace. But that's easily built. Let's make it right here. Where people are. There we go. Managed to place it. Spent a couple hours screwing around to get it to run in non 680 by 480. 640 by 480. Yeah, that's why I was doing my test streams a few days back. Specifically so I could, you know, not have to deal with that. Wow. Trouble is, we don't have roadblocks. Damn. I really hate not having roadblocks. Because these guys need to get over to the palace and they need road access. And now all my firemen are running around like idiots going up there. Instead of, you know. Yeah. Because that's what I remember with the roadblock. It's powerful, yo. Well, since I don't need to do that whole little exploit, I suppose, where you have a little patch of road going, looping around and connecting your housing areas to your industrial areas. We can just get rid of that. And we're finally making money. Ish. It's not the most efficient route. I suppose I could clear through here and do that, but in fact, if you want to be really efficient about this, and really clever, put the firehouse and architect's post over here. So it's at the edge of one of your things. So there are several Egyptian gods: Osiris, Ra, Ptah, Seth, and Bast. And many others that haven't been mentioned, like, I don't know, Horus, or Hathor, or the unfortunately named Isis. She does not have a good name. It's such a lovely name until some fellows, some chaps in Iraq and Syria decide to spoil it for everyone. Oh well. Oh yes, it wants us to build a temple to Bast. As the name implies, she is the best. No, she's actually got... I quite like her, as far as goddesses go. Entertainment. Yeah, we need to build juggler schools. We need to make our clown colleges, but not quite yet. First I want to make some more money. Can squeeze a gold mine in there, but I can't... Oh, well, I can put one there, I can put one there, I think. We will vastly increase our inflow of cash, given that we can't tax the people because they're too poor, and we spend most of our money building ourselves a palace. That's fair. Well, that's going on. Let's crank the speed up to 100%. Check out we're not having too many employment problems, doesn't look like it. And watch the money roll in. Now that we got money, let's work on actually making the lives of our citizens not terrible. Might as well use this land over here for something. And I'll make a lovely granary. More would probably be better, but I like keeping the industrial buildings far away from my citizens because industrial buildings are loud, noisy, and smelly. That's more or less what the game tells you. Loud, noisy, smelly, and what do our overseers tell us? They tell us that we have no food, we don't... You would like to live next to a bakery, so would I. That's why I think bazaars have got fairly decent, whatchamacallit, desirability. Because they at least distribute the food, but the granary itself, not so much. I've heard the wonders of living near bakeries, but I've never gotten to experience it myself, unfortunately. What do we need? Ah yes, a festival square before Bast gets too pissed off at us. Don't really know where to put it. And I can't remember if it can catch fire or not. So let's make housing district number 2, I suppose. Or rather, industrial district number 2. Need to be more clever about this. If they are like Caesar 3 want, the bazaar will have negative desirability right next to it, but after 1 to 2 tiles of low desirability than high desirability. I cannot remember. I am no expert. Have to admit. Let's pretend that this thing... Actually, we definitely don't need a police station. It's a festival square. Risks. Fire. Festival square cannot burn down. Risks. What's the other one? Damage. No, it can't collapse either. Good. So let's just leave the festival square abandoned here and hold a 30 Deben festival to Bast. Yeah, that's true. You don't want to live far from them, but you also want to live next to the gardens and the statues and all that stuff. All the good stuff. I suppose we could turn this now. We can't turn it into another industrial district because it requires a connection to that granary. Could build another hunting lodge though. Build boots and juggler schools, clown colleges to boost the city's cultures. The city's culture, there we go. Problem is I need this space, so let's set fire to the bazaar. Goodbye bazaar. Boots are kind of particular. They need spaces to be arranged in a certain way, and sometimes it's easier than other times. Let's put the Crown College right here, because apparently the cool people live on this side, and the poor people live on this side. We're rolling in dosh though, because of our gold mines. We're getting an adequate amount of food, I suppose. What does it tell us we produce? We produce enough food for 2,400 people. A lot of extra food, but a growing city will need more. It always needs more. Population is fairly low. Low enough that I'd consider building more houses, since we can't really build much else. And they're complaining that there are too few jobs. Of course. I know I can build some shrines, though. I know, it must be 2 tiles, not 3 tiles. Shows how well I remember this game. Let's build a massive shrine. They're absolutely enormous compared to the houses. And I'll convince people that this is a nice place to live. See, we got shrines. Shrines. Here's another shrine. Be happy about it. Yeah, people don't like the police stations. Understandably. You want to be near the police. You want them to be near to you, but you want them to be there, but you don't want them to be where you live. That makes any sense. Coincidentally, I live fairly close to a couple police stations. Mostly one, but not close enough that it affects the desirability of my dwelling area. Oh no. Sturdy Hut is reducing the desirability. Look. We build a bunch of shrines. Like right here. People will be happy. They're monstrously expensive, and I'm honestly better off just building a temple. To absorb some of the people that... the excess people. Oh, how nice. She threw a festival to the gods. The gods. Bast. She keeps throwing festivals to herself. She's like, no, no, no. No, 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 not... don't leave it. Oh god, what have I done? What have I done? Okay, no. Never mind. It's all fine, it's all good. Nothing bad happened. Also, a random person in your house is being set on fire to build a clown college performance area. Let's increase the culture of the city. Does that even matter? No, it doesn't. There's no kingdom rating required. Okay, I need to have 10 of these. These ordinary cottages. 1, 2, a bunch. Desirability of the dwelling area, of course. Build another temple. To compensate the power of the clown college. There we go.
Excellent. You have built the first true city in this unforgiving land, providing for your citizens' corporal and spiritual needs, and have helped the Thinite Confederacy unify the divided land.
Unify. Yeah, it says you have bested Fairfang II's achievements because that's, well, what I played with before. I just decided to make a completely new family for this. Simple enough, though.
The Thinite nobles still struggle to unite the lands of the Nile under one supreme ruler. To aid them in their cause, it is hoped that you will endeavor to establish a thriving community at Perwajit in the humid Delta region of Lower Egypt, thus spreading their influence throughout the length of the sacred river. To support a population larger than that of a village, you must learn to use agriculture. Egyptian farmers have begun to exploit the rich, fertile soil deposited by the annual inundation of the Nile River for growing crops. The Nile can be hazardous, however. Many dangers lurk along its banks and in its waters, such as deadly crocodiles, hippopotamuses, and malaria-carrying mosquitoes.
This game seems to be having some subliminal propaganda in it down here. Oh well. We are doing just fine surviving on hunting, actually. We apparently had enough food for 2,400 people, but I guess for 600, we need to learn how to farm along the Nile. Build farms along the Nile, you need work camps to provide for the farms, and they of course only function during the, well, the floody months of the year, the non-floody months of the year. Okay, so let's, do we have roadblocks yet? God, no. God, what's a roadblock? Let's get rid of the Kingdom Road. We've got a boatload of cash this time. Oh god. I've already bought this up. Let's try that again. Let's build it further down here. 1, 2, long enough. 80 would be 20 tiles, so we want it to be a little bit shorter. I'm following the 2, 3, 4. Go back down here and then connect these two up. There we go. Nice little place for our housing block. And start building houses over here. God damn it. Let's do it from here to here. Not there, there, okay. Managed. There we go. And we can build some houses down here too. Nothing fancy, just, you know, the classic firehouse, architect's post, and of course, the police station. I haven't perfected this block, it's very much just based on a block someone else made. The flex block, I believe it was called. But it gets the job done. It's a simple block that, well, is block shaped and can be adapted. Can make it, as long as the circumference is roughly the same. And it doesn't get too large. Low wages. Do we even know what wages are? No, we don't know what wages are. Anyway, there you go. Water supply. I think water supply was slightly desirable, since, well, this is Egypt and water is a precious commodity. Even next to the river, apparently. Can I just build a booth here as is? No, you need the dam intersection before you can build it. Of course. Now, let's start... We probably need more people here, because work camps, as great as they are, require just massive amounts of labor. So, let's see, we want... I suppose we can make another festival square, before Bast gets too pissed off at us. I really do not like having the gods rain thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Oh no, it's Osiris this time. That changes everything. So let's start planning out our... Oh god, let's... There we go. You don't need to be quite this long, no. Build a work camp of sorts. Low city sentiment. We barely know what a city is. And we can make some fig farms. Oops. Common festival. Hooray. Anyway, the flood comes along, wipes away everything we've ever built. And now we've got to do the annoying, the part that pains me so greatly. Yeah, we can build a granary over here. I really do not like having to do that. Got 400 souls just about in our little village. In our global village. Too few jobs for the population. I beg to differ. We're going to be building a lot of work camps. How many work camps was it per farm? Can't remember. I think it might have been like 4 work camps per farm or 6 work camps. 4 sounds about good though. Sorry, 4 farms per work camp. So we want to build more farms now. These fig farms. Which aren't altogether all that big, but good enough. That should feed an entire army's worth of people. Build a lovely temple to Osiris. Our town has 500 souls. Very nice. I've always liked the tutorial in this game because it leads you through the steps of Egyptian development, while at the same time introducing new mechanics. Of course, babby me could never appreciate that, but as an adult, it feels good. We don't know what the world is yet. What's a world? Also, we don't have any raw resources. We could build a palace, but I don't think that would do us much good. Yes, we need food. I think we're slightly working under efficiency because it's 5 and 4. So I suppose I could burn down one of those farms, but whatever. Yeah, this is an incredibly relaxing game for me. I don't play it to be hyper efficient to create cities that generate the maximum amount of profit. I do it because I enjoy myself, simply put. And oh yeah, we can build a clown college. Might as well. There we go, clown college. Clown colleges can supply, I think, at least 2 booths. And was it? I think 4 stages per college. Definitely 2. So they send a dude to the stage, he performs, he does his little routine. In the meantime, people get sent out from the stage to neighboring houses. These guys are called walkers, like the Texas Ranger. Oh yeah, the flood's coming soon, we're working hard on filling a granary with figs. In fact, I think we might have more than enough. Well, an excess of figs, and I don't want to lose all that, because given that we only get food once a year essentially, you need to be able to produce enough of it. In fact, we produce enough for 2,400 people. Can't remember the exact amount of granaries you would like for farms, but it's okay to be 9 farms can produce. Okay, so each one produces a quarter of a granary's worth. Now that you've given people using food, water, blah 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 blah, industry. That's nice. Can I get taxes yet? Okay, so essentially each and every farm optimally produces about as much for 4 farms can fill a granary. Yes. Storage yards, bazaars, defensive structure. What the hell is that? So we want to make a clay pit. Oh no, malaria, everyone's dying. If only there was some sort of thing we could do. We can make apothecaries. There's one, there's the other. And we can make physicians. I loved mispronouncing all these names as a child. Fill a storage yard with pottery. Clay pits love to collapse. It's their favorite activity, I feel. Oh wait, architects first. Let's build a storage yard over here. Might as well. And hopefully this is enough people too, you know. Oh yeah, they don't... Employees needed. Let's build some more houses and then build some shrines. And hope the money they gave us will carry us to the mission. People are extremely pleased with me. Damn right they are. Because this should be all we need. Oh god, I'm an idiot. I am actually an idiot. That might actually need road access to function. You know, just thought. Rough cottage. This one is a meager shanty. All my money is going to pay these people that, well, can't make any money because I'd need to export to make money. The harvest this year will be pretty shit, because the flood was pretty shit, and look at this, it's 5% fertile. The bits that got flooded were pretty damn fertile, but these parts, nah. Good thing we had a bunch of extra food. Hell, a lot of it's in the bazaar now. God, how much I hate not being able to make any money. As you can see, the bazaar is being very dumb and not supplying those guys with food. Municipal structures, finally. And finally we can build the roadblock. Jesus Christ, this was a long time coming. Everything else is irrelevant, I just want my roadblocks. Because maybe the bazaar women will start coming over here now. I don't have to build an extra bazaar. I don't have to have all these firehouses. I'm gonna go bust because I spent all the money building shrines. Thankfully the game gives you a little bailout. Out of money or out of dev ends. Use this gift to create money making enterprise. I can't make money. Can't tax the people. I can't do anything. I'd love to be able to tax them. Let's hold a festival because Cyrus, he's pretty happy, which is why he's giving me shit floods. Wait, what? Beautify your city, then review the mission. Let's review it. Just 10 modest homesteads. Gonna build a big ass statue in the middle of our village and you're gonna be happy about it. What a beautiful place. These guys want access to more entertainment, yeah. They want a conservatory. No need to proceed to continue governing this piece of trash.
Superb. Your own citizens are beginning to look to you as their caretaker, and neighboring cities also hail you as a provider in times of need.
Provider in times of need. I don't know what accent this guy is looking on. And we have already completed the pre-dynastic period. We're finally moving on to the archaic period. Let's begin. During the archaic period, the villages that emerged in the pre-dynastic period gradually united to form the great Kingdom of Egypt. The young civilization that found the capital, secures its borders, masters the waters, and built its first monumental tombs. So mastabas.
In scattered settlements along the sacred Nile River,
My God, this guy's
powerful
excellent.
chieftains emerged, leading their people with strength of will and spirit to tame the wild landscape and bring forth the bounty of Egypt. Villages grow into prosperous cities.
Bypassing towns completely.
Earthen bricks, baked under the desert sun, become sacred tombs to forever house the souls of their departed nobles.
Yeah, we're making mastabas soon.
As the people who live along the Nile still struggle to survive in this harsh environment, a local king named Narmer has risen to power. Though Narmer has dominion over much of this land, full unification of the twin kingdoms has yet to be achieved. In commemoration of his accession, Narmer wishes your family to establish and govern a new city at Nekhen. This city will have temples to many of the gods of Egypt and numerous places of entertainment.
Okay, so lovely. We have to make some beer, which is pretty great because I have some right now. Love myself some beer. It's not bad, it's, considering it goes €1 from Lidl. This steam brew, which I keep promoting, you'd think they'd be paying me, but they're not. The steam brew stuff is absolutely amazing. I love it. Let's start building. Culture. Beer. Yes. Yes. This game knows everything. Beer is culture. Culture is beer. Without beer, you have no culture. Multiple gods. Wow. These people are really sophisticated. More entertainment, law and order. So let's see. Oh, we can finally get water crossing, so we probably want to expand our farmlands over there. Start by demolishing this road. It's doing this no good. Alright, well, the world map is what shows you unimportant cities. That's great. Can't trade yet. Can I make taxes? Probably. Have we finally invented taxes? Is this where it all goes downhill? The invention of taxation. Probably without representation, now to think of it. So we can just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull a line down here. Knock down some trees. Not all of them. We might need them for lumber industries, but pull a line down here. 1, 2, 3. Oh god. Oh no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Got just enough space. Squeeze in here. No, we don't. Sod it, we're doing it all over again. We'll put our water supply on the outside of our block for now. Inefficient, I suppose, but what can you do? We can squeeze in a village palace somewhere here. Employees needed, yes, but we also need jobs, you know, just saying. Firehouse, Architect's Post, and of course the omnipresent police station. I'm sure there are more efficient places to place it, but we don't really want for space in the inside of the block. Not now, at least. Who's our patron deity? Ra. Gotta roll hussars. Legally, it's a requirement. I'm not joking. It's like you actually have to. Ra. Brew some beer. People can't eat yet. They have no food. I think they have slightly more pressing concerns than beer. I mean, I wouldn't have more pressing concerns than beer, obviously, but build a roadblock here. Build a roadblock here. I can build one over here too. Start building up our favorite things in the whole wide world. The firehouse and of course the architect's post. I wonder if we want to be really clever about this actually. You can stay there. No, I probably want pottery though, so do it like this. And have a sort of mixed use industrial area. Just crank down the speed for now. Let's have some camps. No. That won't do. We want our work camp. As long as the distance that these guys are going through isn't too big, we should be fine. That should be about long enough for the walkers not to get bored. Stick one of you over here. We've got enough surface area for a couple clay pits. Yep, plenty. Let's build some farms. Grain farms, of course. Priority number one is food. Always. Well, number one is water. So let's build 2. 3, 4. Thankfully, work camps, farms don't burn down. This should feed our village nicely. The very important bit of this is, well, this part here. Because it means that our lovely laborers have access to this part. They know it exists, simply put. Now that that's done, we can build a bizarre bazaar. That's great, we got a population milestone. Hooray. I'm building a booth. Actually, while we're at it, stop doing this. Set fire to your house, I'm very sorry about that. Let's set fire to your house too. I like to imagine it as setting fire due to the sound it makes. When building cities, usually I don't use the bandstands. I usually just go straight for pavilions in my blocks because they manage to squeeze in very nicely. Got a temple. We should probably build a festival square to stop Ra getting all pissy at us. It's connected over here. Doesn't burn down, so. So it doesn't really matter. Nope. Festival square. A festivus for the rest of us. Lovely stuff. Too few jobs, I'm sure we'll find them jobs. I'm certain of it, in fact. By building stuff like granaries. I can put a storage yard there, actually. In fact, we need precisely 2 granaries. Sometimes the walkers are particularly dumb, but regardless. What matters is that they get over here. Yes, they get over here just fine. Oh yeah, we need a storage yard for the straw. Whoops. Oh well, that straw is going to go to waste. Don't think we need straw quite yet, but eventually it'll be a fairly useful resource. Semi-useful, I'd even go as far to say. No, extremely useful for building master bars. So, master bars. No, I did all this jiggly-jaggly stuff, but it ultimately turned to be pretty useless. Because this is going to be where we build our clay pits. Can we build them here? Yes, we can. Start by building 2. Got a firehouse and architect's post. Here, get you shortened down to something more reasonable. Build a 1, 2, 3, 4. That's imperfect. 4 potters. Build a storage yard over here. Have you accept none? Except, you know, clay and pottery. In which case you'll be accepting all of them. Now people want entertainment, so time to build a... I think in general the entertainment buildings aren't too popular with the residents. We'll need some breweries over here, but that's okay. We've got the space. You will be accepting nothing but at the maximum 1/4 of the yard. Sure, we don't know if we're open it or not. I'll be filling 1/4 of the yard of barley and 1/2 a yard of beer. There we go. Those are your orders and you're sticking to them. Next, building another labor camp. People are very pleased with me, good to know. Actually, let's find out. Is anyone annoyed? Oh god, Osiris is really annoyed with me. In an effort to make you guys happy and not get struck down with the plague. There you go. Temples should be left on the outside usually. But putting them in the middle has its own advantages, which is why I sometimes make this a little bit shorter and make it 6 wide, so I can put temples on either side and the courthouse as well. Damn common festival. Let's make a shrine to Ra to make him happy. There we go. Ra is merely resentful now. Good to know. I always forget to please the gods. It's a real problem of mine. So this should be able to keep 6 brewers staffed. Theoretically. It's very theoretically though. Yeah, Bast is annoyed with me. Get in line. Who isn't these days? I said it needs more workers, that's easily fixed. Look, more workers. Even more workers. Food levels are low, yes I am aware, but we produce enough for a bunch of them. Yes, everyone's dying in the city, we need the... The gods are finally less annoyed with me. That's just from the Festivals of Ra, because he's our chief deity. Physician, do something about this. Do your damn job, man. Look at all this excess copper. I'd love to sell it. So, copper. Pottery. Let's build a clown college. An official clown college. Can you let me know how many people I need for my jobs, goddammit? Okay, we need... Does it... You could tell me a bit more specifically how many people we need. It's not that hard. don't know if we'll need this straw, but in case of doubt, we'll just pretend it's a byproduct. It probably is. Pretty decent flood going on, so lots of fertile land. Lots of food to go around. 800 units of it in the bazaar already. And we're evolving, not devolving. How many people did the city want us to have? 1,000. Wow, that's significantly more people than I thought we'd need, but sure. Sure thing. How many people can a housing contain? Do we have to build another block? No, we don't. Nah. Nah. Actually, let's be clever about this. Burn you to the ground. He wants more entertainment or no desirability. Good thing we have the power of the plaza to improve our desirability. Now everyone's happy. Too little entertainment. If only we had a conservatory. Oh wait, we do. Send musicians.
This city isn't too bad.
Yeah, it isn't too bad.
This city isn't too bad.
I do my best.
I'm new here. I wonder what the city will offer to a person like me.
God only knows. Actually, only Amir knows. Finally, we can make money. This is the best house in town, except for, of course, my own house. Which I can't build here, because it needs groundwater. So sorry mates, your house is getting burned down so I can build my own house. Oh wait, no, my house is too big for that. Your house is getting burned down too. So is yours. I quite like these houses. I like the look of them. Oh yes, the ever desirable tax collector. What else could you possibly want next to you? Oh, didn't even get to build it.
Well done. Thanks to your capable leadership, Egyptian civilization has advanced considerably.
Damn right it has.
Continue to do so in the coming decades.
And now I'll leave you for a quick water break. While the prologue for the next mission starts playing, hopefully.
After a lengthy struggle, King Hor-Aha has managed to unite the twin kingdoms of Upper and Lower Egypt and proclaimed himself Pharaoh over all Egypt. As a sign of his absolute sovereignty and the establishment of this, the first dynasty of Egypt, Hor-Aha has ordered the founding of an imposing capital at Men-Nefer, from which he may govern this fledgling nation. Because of your family's many generations of faithful service to this land, Pharaoh has chosen you to be the architect of this splendid city. Because the capital is the very symbol of our kingdom, its citizens must enjoy a quality of life heretofore unknown in this land. To this end, you will eventually need to trade with other cities in the realm and to provide a higher standard of education for at least some of your citizens. You must also build a sacred mastaba tomb for the city's nobles.
And I'm back. So we need a population of 1,500, cultural rating of 15, scary high. Perhaps most notably is the monument rating of 9, because the prosperity rating of 20 is fairly achievable, from what I remember. But I don't remember very well. Memory's not my strong suit, to say the least. So yeah, blah blah blah, Mennefer capital was founded. Symbol of our kingdom, blah 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 blah. Let's just jump right into it. Getting started. Begin by planning for areas of housing and industry. We've gotten down to that, of course. You know what people want in addition to the basics of food and water. Let's provide some houses, pottery, beer, entertainment, and access to religious services before you can think about higher education and trade. Make a house evolve into a spacious apartment. Let's crank that down a couple notches. I really don't like this road here. It's useful, but it's just the default road. Okay, so if you build it over here... 2, 3, 4. That's good. No, that's not good enough. Build it here. I'm wasting some money doing this, but it's okay. I need all 4 of these to be occupied. I need you to be occupied. I need a water supply, crucially in this corner. Firehouse and architect's posts don't really matter where they go. Who is our patron deity? It should be Ptah. He's the demiurge of Memphis, after all. Yeah, let's build a temple to Ptah. And build some shrines for everybody. Osiris. Bast. And not 1 but 2 to Ptah. Otherwise he might get annoyed because he has fewer than everyone else, of course. Yes, yes, yes. Employees needed. Don't we all want some employees? One thing I'm gonna start working on immediately is the courthouse. Building a bazaar is a must. That'll work on our industry as well. Yep. This way, and then this way, and then... this way. So we'll cut you down to there. Firehouse and architect's post. Sorry. Firehouse, you live here. Because I need to put a roadblock over here. Very good. You'll be a hero when you return home with these goods, Zahid. Oh, definitely. It's a joy of being it's a trader's life for you. As they say. No, I think we barely discovered... No, I don't think we've even discovered trading yet. It's something beyond us. So I suppose the only way we'll be scraping out a living will be to the power of taxes. Yay, taxes. Put you there, you'll boost the desirability of the town. I love the art of the deal. I can't wait to trade my supplies. I'm absolutely terrible at this game, but I do enjoy it. It's a piece of my childhood, and a lot of those lines have been engraved into my psyche like few other things can. Let's build a work camp over there, build another one over here. Should be enough to provide for a chickpea industry. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. This is, yep, it's not the mud brick, the Mastaba one. The first one, Memphis. You should, or they don't show it to us yet, but Mennefer, I believe it was. Not just the men Nefer, but the women Nefer and the children Nefer too. Yeah, I'm playing it a bit at hyper slow speed, but eventually I'll build some more barley farms over there. Just want to get something resembling a city going. Got a temple, we'll need more temples later, but oh yeah, festival square. So we can celebrate a festival for the rest of us. And by festival, I mean Festivus. Let's build you over here. Okay, sure. Roadblock the area off. Let's hold a new festival. They're all pretty annoyed at me, but they don't really care. Let's build just do on to Ptah. People will be happy. I'm generating a non-zero amount of taxes theoretically. Since we've got people actually living here, well, let's, for one thing, make more houses. And for another thing, let's get our favorite industry going. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm making this look tolerable. I suppose because I can. Physicians are important. Yes. Apothecary is also important. Got a 4x4 here. Plonk you there. People are indifferent to you. Do we have all our overseers finally? Unemployment of 14%, that's okay. We definitely need more people. Assets have fallen by, yes, of course they've fallen. No. Of course they've fallen. We just started building the city. Let's start by making clay pits. Two whole clay pits will supply us for potters. Leave space for a couple more. Build a lovely storage yard over... We probably won't need more than 3 potters, so we can put the storage yard here. Don't want it to be too close to my people, because they really don't like storage yards. Legend has it. Yeah, this is an awkward time. It's a great time for me, Alpha, but not so much for you. Well, thanks for passing by. It's always appreciated. Yeah, I'd imagine that it's 8:50 AM and you're on your way to work. On the subway, are you? I'd imagine I don't know you. All I know about your location is that you are in Japan, from what I understand from your Twitch bio, so... I'm glad that you... Oh damn, I forgot to build a granary. I am officially an idiot. Oh well. Let's build 2 granaries. Let's set you up for clay and pottery. So my people have to starve for another year. Yeah, it wasn't intentionally meant to look this nice, but it was sort of the only place where I could fit the palace. And have it make sense, because it had the groundwater. I didn't really want to put it on the edges, because I wanted to have my houses there, so I was like, well, it looks good there. Yeah, thanks. The personal mansion will be somewhere much, much less attractive. Like here, in the corner. But I don't even think we need the personal mansion in this level. I have an intermediate level of knowledge. Oh wow. That's high praise, especially with a kappa. No, I've played this game enough to be comfortable at normal difficulty, which this is at. But no more than that. That's my limit. And one day I might play on hard, but that's probably not going to be today. Let's stick a temple here. And oh yeah, of course. Some people are going to get annoyed because I'm going to have to tear down their shrines and their houses and everything else. So we're going to lose one to Osiris and one to Ptah. Oh, sorry, one to Bast. Because I am a dum-dum. I forgot to build his bandstand. There we go. Good enough though. Serves. No. I'm doing good. Don't want you there. I want you guys here. Just try very hard. It's all practice. You have noticed that it's definitely a lot of practice involved. To make Bast happy, so she'll throw festivals to all the other gods, and I don't have to throw festivals. That's why she's my favorite deity. Deity. Think it's a second. Whichever one it is. Maybe this time we'll remember the Pharaoh. Deity Coke. Yeah. The Egyptians were very advanced people, but I wouldn't want to ruin my impression of them by thinking that they invented Diet Coke. We'll be able to have more workers just as soon as we get more food. Game, don't worry. In fact, I'm tempted to make another loop-de-loop of sorts. Clever place to build it will be here, so let's do just that. Oh wait, no. No. Let's do like this, and then about that long should be good. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's 5. Oh well. Let's hope we can start getting some actual tax income, because I have no money and trade is not quite yet available. Yeah, they are 1,000 IQ building, which is why I don't play Caesar. I will play Caesar eventually, because I'm told it's an incredible thing. And yeah, you should try Caesar, it's great. Go play Caesar. It's essentially the game that this game is based on. Like, even the fact that in Caesar, I believe it was, you need multiple wine things, right? Here it's you need multiple luxury goods. Same difference, really. $500 souls living in this town. God help us. Hmm? Ah, I see. I built a police station instead of an architect's post. No wonder. No freaking wonder. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, just everything's collapsing. I know. Including my storage yard, my beautiful, beautiful storage yard. Now that's painful. I have to go back and do you. Yep, it was the direct successor, from what I gather. Now, what did I have here? Clay pits, of course. Yeah, I suppose you could look at it that way, that roadblocks make things easy, but at the same time, you need some way to section off the roads, because otherwise the walkers are just gonna... They can't cut across open fields here, so you need them. Cannot really make a sustainable house without roadblocks, because the AI is horrific at intercept. Yes. I know that for a fact, because I did it as a child. I was absolutely terrible at this game. It was hilarious for everyone involved except for me, because I was so bad. Suppose we can extend you. Make a conservatory and a clown school. Actually. Yeah, I should probably put these guys at the end, but I didn't, and I'll pay the price eventually. Yeah, they can't do it here. They can? Actually? Oh wow, I didn't know that. I'll have to keep that in mind. But yeah, roadblocks do make things a lot easier to manage. Everything feels so much more evolved. How much tax money are we... Okay, bastards annoyed at me. And so is Osiris, so let's build temples to them and squander what little money I have.
I'm the most popular person in
I'm sure you are.
a lot of people need jobs.
I need the money. Please, silly. The temple's slightly off center, no. I don't want to demolish it and rebuild it. That's the worst part about it. Vaults hold 0 Devons, yes, because we're broke. We're freaking broke, and if I had the money, I would have already been trading. There is the undo button, that's true. Does it actually refund you? I never bothered checking, actually. Yes, that. I am well aware we are in debt. So let's build 1, 2, 3, and a 4 barley places, so we can make a brewer or 3. Ah, good to know. I was not aware of that. I just sort of assumed there was a quick way to press delete. Put a roadblock over here. You work on the barley, but only up to half the yard, and the beer acceptable. Alright, thanks Alpha. Thanks for the luck and thanks for passing by. See you soon. And I'm looking forward to your very hard mode streams. Now, we got spacious apartments. We also want more houses over here. I think we want more houses. No, too few jobs. Never mind. I'm sure we'll find a way to cope. Let's build an emergency granary there. Oh, and next actually build a firehouse and architect's post before we forget again. Physician, then our buddy up the apothecary. Let's make Cyrus happy for once in his miserable existence. Since we got a lot of labor to burn, let's build another work camp. And of course plazas, because otherwise people think this is all ugly. And they get all pissy at me. Try to be clever, build a bandstand by burning a dude's house down. It's okay, he was only a peasant. The clown college over there and the conservatory should be giving us enough people. Thereabouts. Yeah, it says not available on this assignment. All the gods are happy now. Hooray. Perfect inundation, you say? We got a bit of extra work camp capacity, but I like having the extra food. Sue me. Okay, we want beer now. We've got our brewers, we've got our... So if we could connect them more efficiently here. No, we can't. No. Not there. Education. That's great. This is gonna get ugly. Get real ugly real fast. Let's do you and then do you. Want scribal schools, but... Okay, want a scribal school. If only we had a way to make more industry. Oh wait, we do. Reed gatherers can be built somewhere around here. Yay, we got a bunch of pottery now. Thank you, Ptah. The demiurge of Memphis rewards those who are faithful. He's also annoyed at me, for no good reason. You got 2 temples, man. What more do you want? Do you want 3 temples? Look, there you go. 3 temples. Two of them are in the same damn place. The same damn place, man. Like it's a... Okay, look. This should be about long enough for our industry to thrive. Our papyrus industry, that is. Because it wants papyrus now. Not sans papyrus. Building a tax collector over here. You're hemorrhaging money because I can't sell all this extra crap I've got. But that's okay. Maybe if I built a bazaar over here, we'd be having a better time. Probably not. Okay, the bazaar's got a decent amount of barley. Sorry, of beer. How much money are we making? Come on, tell us. Yes, I know the assets are falling, but I want to know how much money we're making. Okay. Bump up the tax rate a little. I can even get 11. Nothing bad seems to be happening at 11. Death 0. Tribute. Is that... Taxes in, okay. We're making a lot more tax money than we did last year. We've got enough granaries, theoretically. Oh yeah, he's at work. 9% is all you'll get, really. Did it get pissy? I'll crank it back down. 200 Debons, less than what I would have otherwise had, but I'll trust you. You seem to know a lot more about this than I do. But no storage yard, but you'll be working on the reeds and the papyrus. And never too much reeds. Too many reeds. Okay, let's build a reed gatherer. 2 and then make a series of papyrus makers. Got a little industrial district going on. No one wants to come to our city because there are no jobs. It happens. Bizarre, go get the food. Yeah. Patience is a virtue, but perhaps not the virtue I am particularly equipped with in Pharaoh. But this block looks very nice. Alpha was correct. I like it. Yay, they're fully stocked with materials, except, you know, not this one. No employees live nearby. Well, they can just walk. I mean, if you want a job that badly, you can... Really. Does he just give up after a while? Does he not make it that far? I guess so. Huh. Let's see what the gods are thinking. Pretty happy with themselves. Throw them a festival. It looks like, no, okay. They finally realized that people live around here. Good. I'm sure we could centralize, get some getting warehouses around here somewhere. Eventually, if we decentralized our production, but given that we're fairly centralized here, we should be fine. The buildings spawn white cloth patrols that walk past homes to take employment, yes. Yeah, the classic Egyptian dude, but he seemed not to be getting all the way this far. Are they really not that useful? I thought they were, because like the game seems to imply that that they're supposed to be used for something. Makes you feel good about doing stuff, I suppose. Also, they don't seem to think that there are any workers nearby, annoyingly enough. And those got crippling unemployment. Let's make you extra long so you get extra access to workers and... yeah. That was more or less the purpose of building this road here, so I didn't have to make a little shanty town, I guess. I don't like having to do that. To have a little shanty town just for employment purposes. I'll build a couple more houses here though. And maybe they'll walk past those ones, perhaps. Look, you're walking past houses. It's not that hard. In the meantime, let's build a scribal school. And as long as these fellows don't get access to luxury goods, we should be fine with them. Because we really don't want them becoming hoity-toity scribals. We just want them to be regular old, you know, tax-paying citizens that finally trade with our cities. The world map. Who can we trade with? Purge. Ooh, I can already see a problem here. Wait. My taskbar is in the way. So let's do this. Automatically hide taskbar. There we go. So that guy sells and buys papyrus. Poor Wadjet doesn't really buy anything. To restrict food and pottery in the first bazaar, but I'm fine with them getting, with all of them getting food and pottery. And I mean, I can't exactly sell my pottery. I thought I could, but I guess I can only sell papyrus, so I should crank up the papyrus industry. Spend money to make money, I suppose. Papyrus exportable. Export when over 400, that should be enough. Yeah, I know that you can right click it. Where are you? Here you go. They can only handle one food and one non-food at a time. So they can only pick up... Are you talking about the delivery ladies or the pickup ladies? Because the pickup ladies should just go to the place, pick up the stuff and leave. Okay, slows down replenishment. So what you're saying is I'd want to have more bazaars. So like one for food and pottery, one for the other food and pottery. No, sorry. Food and pottery for one. Figs and, I don't know, beer for the other. And that would be the quickest way. But would it be necessary? Okay, one lady spawns to collect from A, Granary, and B, storage yards. Okay. So we'd want more ladies, theoretically. Right? But is that necessary? Is the question. Are you? Okay, there's one lady who distributes, and she can carry one food and one non-food at a time. So that explains why sometimes I'm lacking in food / non-food. They're annoyed by me, so because I can't, yeah. Not enough jobs, we can probably make a job or two for them. Want us to import bricks? Well, importing bricks is the job. Won't you know? Don't you know? All our bricks will go there. Check out our a syrup bricks. Don't quite have this money, but Jesus Christ. There we go. Bricks cost. We are not importing that many. Let's import 800 to get started, because our money situation isn't the hottest. Everyone's living over here and they've deserted this corner of the map. How many jobs do I need? There are job shortages. That's great. Quantify the job shortages. 3%. Wow. There are one bazaars. Okay, you'd suggest. There were bazaars. One food and pottery. The second food and beer. Third food and linen, and that gives you what you need for tier 15 housing. The last of 2x2 and dinners. Give employees. Linen only for mortuaries, which you need for high culture. Okay. So I'd be building another bazaar here. And special orders, don't buy beer. And don't buy figs, which we don't really care about. Because we're not going to be importing figs, I believe. But the important thing is that you deal with the beer. Yeah. Then at some point the houses needed linen too, so yeah, 3 bazaars per housing block makes sense. If we want to be extra efficient. But I've never really had too many problems, at least on normal, with supply for, well, the basic houses. 2x2s. Once you get the palatial estates, they're as finicky as all fuck, and yeah, I do not enjoy having to supply them. It's a big exercise in frustration. Oh, now they're very pleased with me, now that I've given them a bunch of jobs. Build a mastaba and review the mission briefing. Spoil mastaba. Mastaba. Can't rotate you, apparently. Just I'll build you over here. My work camps are over here. So I probably want to build you over here. Now, I want you over here because my bricks will be over here. And I can always build another work camp if I want one. Where are you, work camp? Not super efficient given that it's not doing much now. If you're stuck, if I'm that stuck on unemployment, the 10 bazaars workers are an issue. Buona giornata, grazie mille, mozzarella, Berlusconi, Bellini. Hi Jake, nice to see you around. Didn't expect you to be here. Yeah. Something bigger might be going on, but yeah, it's sufficient to spread out. I'll keep that in mind. Unemployment at 15%, we don't really care because we're going to fix that problem like right now. Let's get a couple of U's going. Jesus Christ. These migrants cluttering up my workflow. Yeah, yes, I'm aware there's a little space here. And it'll make everyone suffer. I'm well aware of that. Yeah, it's saying not available in this assignment because if I press numpad 1, it shows up my little stream chat on the computer. Yeah. Housing blocks are the key to success. Once you get that down, well, I'm like 50% of the way there. I like to think. They're fairly consistent. 4 wide by, in the inside by like, I think it's 17 to 18 long. Should Libya be worried again? Well, much like you, Jake, I believe Caesar was a game that you were nostalgic about, that you played as a child and really enjoyed. Well, Pharaoh's that game for me. Pharaoh is very much that game for me. I adore this game. I'm not very good at it. I'm only, at best, adequate, but as Zakid could probably tell you in chat, but I enjoy it. I really do. You don't buy that. How much food are we producing? We produce enough for apparently 600 people. That's not possible. 8 by 16 blocks are fairly much the largest you can go. Hard and above, 8 by 14 is much safer. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind for when I'll go for hard mode. If and when. We're finally making money though, so one of the great issues with this game has been solved. Not issues with the game. Issues with our city. In fact, we've got so much money that we'll send a gift to Pharaoh. He's not Caesar this time round. He's Pharaoh. And unfortunately, something that I noticed in Caesar that is sorely lacking in this game is the fact that you don't get little cutscenes where Pharaoh tells you off for being a little piece of shit. I'm very hard as one impossible mission, and two more that require some serious, some serious cheese. Some fromage, as they say. But yeah, love this game. Always have. It was one of the first games probably the first game I actually went out and bought. Forced my parents to buy it when I was in London. I saw the game, I saw the covers, like, oh, Egypt. I love Egypt. Buy me that game. It would absolutely be great, Jake. But Pharaoh is very much silent, and he communicates through his messages here, sending armies and whatnot. Oh yes, he does send his special buddies to spank you for being a naughty boy, but he does not tip over the cup of wine, knock it over with you on debt, and send you off to the galleys. You just get a defeat screen reminding you how terrible you are. Jesus Christ. Maybe we should stop buying so many bricks. Let's stop importing before it bankrupts me. These bricks are gonna kill me. And all because Pharaoh wants a tomb. And this is the smallest one he could ever possibly have. Eventually you'll be making like great mud brick pyramids. So you gotta have the bricks, you gotta have the stone to cover the outside. I've never gotten to Bubastis. I've barely gotten out of the old kingdom, in fact. How the gods doing? Displeased, resentful, and resentful. Will more shrines make you happy? Look, you're each getting 2 shrines, and I hope that this is enough. Okay, apathetic, that's not terrible. Build 1 more for each man, just in case. The gods love getting pissy at you. More shrines, and yeah, but I need money for the bricks as well. Let's just set a much more reasonable 800 bricks at a time. It'll take me a little bit longer to build it, sure, but... Oh, and no funeral provisions needed. Religions is a ratio, yeah, make sure your chief deity is happy and everyone else is slightly less happy, but... Well, not less happy, just has less stuff, because they don't deserve it. How are they feeling now? Congenial, amiable. That's good enough, I suppose. Probably order more bricks. Let's go back to 2000 and see how that bankrupts us again. Shrines cover 350, temple 700, temple complex 1500, and the rest at 1.25 times. Okay. Okay, people are upset with me because there aren't enough jobs, look. I'm literally building camps for you. I'm sending you into work camps. Be happy about it. Build a couple more papyrus makers. Another reed gatherer, because this actually makes us money. How's the unemployment situation going? Well, slightly better than expected, but maybe I should burn down a couple houses, in fact. I won't burn down a yes, we'll burn down a house. If you're complaining, well, you're getting your house knocked down. You only need temples to make patrols for housing upgrades, more efficient to place shrines. Okay, so in a 3x3 temple, yes, that does make sense. Although you can't always make 3x3 temples, I suppose, since, well... Can't quite always make them. Okay, but yeah. Like, shrines have got to be too far from a road, so sometimes, oh, Pharaoh wants stuff. Sure thing, Pharaoh. There you go. So if you're placing a temple, like, here, you wouldn't be able to place all the shrines that you want. But yeah, you only need the temples in the housing blocks. So I could knock down some more houses if I really wanted them. So let's make some more papyrus makers. Even more papyrus makers. 12 people each, you know. Only 8 for the raid gatherers. Think we've got enough raids for now. Shipwrights, weavers, and jewelers are... Shrines like houses can survive one tile of the road, right? But not 2 tiles of the road. That's what I was trying to say. Overjoyed by predictions. No, wrong one. And they've got to have roughly an equal amount, right? Otherwise they get all pissy. $2,000 bricks, yes, sure. That's saved me a lot of money. You just deal with papyrus. Hopefully there will be an excess of papyrus. But I'd much rather it get bought by the traders. Also, the master bar is almost done. We need 1,600 bricks. So let's... We don't want 2,000 anymore, we want fewer. Ordinarily I might not care much about this, but with 92 Devons to my name... yeah. Back in debt we go. Come on, traders, buy my crap. No, you over here. We want 400. There we go. Yeah, our money fluctuates quite a lot, I feel. It's not constant at all. If we could sell pottery now, there would be in the money, but we can't sell that quite yet. All we can do is sell our papyrus and hope for the best. Thank you, Cyrus. Very kind. Yeah, perhaps one day I'll try to live the very hard life, but not quite today. Not yet. 400 bricks are needed. And the traders are nowhere to be seen, of course. Or are they these guys? Yep. Perfect. And we can finally stop importing these damn bricks. I think I've got time for one more mission before bed. Trade resets each January, yes. If I'm not wrong, the little The little symbols here are the ones that tell you how much they're willing to trade. So yeah, Neckhand has already bought all the stuff that they're willing to buy. That makes sense. Mastaba finished. Lovely. Review our mission briefing. Culture, Monument of Prosperity. That's great. We want more prosperity. Let's burn you down because we don't really need... Oh shit. We don't need that many people because I think... It's more like frequency. They're all capped by how much they buy times of 3,000, etc. Okay. Makes sense. Still, our economy is functioning nicely. Since this mission is pretty much done, we just need to wait for our prosperity to go back up. Just speed through it. Come January, we should be in a better spot, right? High unemployment retards. That's not very nice. Yeah, I'll deal with that. 7% unemployment, that's not that bad, come on. Especially since most of the people who lived here have now gone. You guys are still allegedly working, yes. I'm paying people to stand around, that's okay. %8 unemployment. Make these special camps for special people. There we go.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
You have built
10
a
plus gets
capital
bad.
worthy
All right.
both of the living and the dead. And by developing trade relations with other cities, you have introduced your city to the world's stage.
We barely know of Egypt, let alone the world now.
A new pharaoh, Den, has taken the throne of Egypt. Pharaoh is deeply concerned as enemies have begun to threaten our borders, and our nation lacks adequate supplies of valuable copper, needed to create weapons with which to equip our troops. Pharaoh Den has ordered a mining expedition into the unforgiving land of Sinai, beyond our borders and deep within Bedouin territory. The area known as Timna is rich in gold and copper ore, as well as precious turquoise gemstones, but it is otherwise barren. Conditions there will be harsh, and you'll need to import many amenities, perhaps even additional food and fine linen from Egypt. Pharaoh will demand frequent shipments from Sinai, and will ask you for money, copper, gemstones, and weapons. You can use any surplus of these items to help support the expedition. Be always on your guard, for the Bedouin of the Sinai Desert are formidable adversaries, and they will not willingly allow foreigners to occupy their land, let alone plunder their mineral wealth. To lighten the burden that such living conditions impose on your city's people, build a pavilion at some busy intersection. Citizens can relax at the pavilion's juggling and music stages. And if you also build a dance school, this new type of performance will provide great entertainment.
So yeah, military tutorial, I'd imagine. So speed's getting cranked right down. Let's take a look at the map. So food-wise, we probably, yes, we can only hunt. Game probably wants us to get food by hunting, and I'll probably work on this area first. And later on I might build a little expansion to the mines over there. Let's first pause, get rid of you. Don't like the road. We want our first little housing block here. So keep a corner, keep you around this big. And then connect you, have the granary infrastructure over here. Have the mining infrastructure over here, and yeah, that sounds good to me. So let's start building our houses, shall we? I think it's only Seth on this mission, right? Yeah, Seth. Since I got nothing better to put here, I'll just plonk you there. I hope that Seath, the Scaleless, won't be too annoyed with us. Start placing down my pavilion thing, because... Which way was it? I can't remember what the good way to do this was. Which was the way that minimized the amount of... Was it this way? Oh, eat all the popcorn that you like. Definitely not that way. This way. That way. Probably this way. Yes, yes, yes. I know that you're a massive burden on my economy currently. And I can take that. Right now, we want people. Actual human beings to live here. On the T intersection. This is fairly T-shaped. I think that's what I want to go for, because it's been a while since I last built pavilions, so... Raw materials, we want gold, we want copper, we want gemstones, we want all the above. Good to know. So we'll definitely want something like this. Get off that square. No. Gold is an easy way to get money. Well, simple way, not easy, I suppose. Oh, good. It's like I planned it. Build a temple to Seath. Yeah, put you here actually. That makes more sense. Yeah, and I realize my people aren't getting fed, and I'm okay with that. You'll deal with, I suppose, gems and copper for now. That should be about as long as it needs to be. So let's make a couple gems. Can we make jewelry? No, not yet. Not quite yet. Like you. Okay, perfect. We've now got an operational city. It's not going to be much at all for now, but let's hope it functions. And so we at least get the gold income going. How much is the fort? More than we can afford, of course. Yeah, I suppose I could have plopped the village palace in the middle, but we don't have that kind of money. Perhaps a physician would serve as well. Probably build my forts and weapon industry somewhere around here. Probably. Come on, Waterman, just these people need water. Okay. The firemen can't do everything for them. Do you even get to these people? To these poor human beings? Nope, you do not. Maybe water supply here would be more efficient. Oh, wait. Pharaoh, what do you want from me? 500 copper. As luck would have it, we've already got an industry, so we've got 300. Double use for water. Yeah, it is. This entire side is was not getting supplied enough. Hopefully it's gotten better, but that little bit of sticky outiness on the... Yeah, it's gotten better. Hooray. He realizes he can path all the way back around and save time. I assume. Do we need that many workers? No, we've got 23% unemployment. What the hell are you talking about, mine? Oh yeah, we need more workers. And they'll even ignore roadblocks. That I was not aware of. I do remember them taking the shortest path home. Which is sort of the... I think that was the point of the... What was it called? The long walk. Long block walk, whatever it's called. Did see something like that. I did see something like that way back when, but I never, other than run a couple experiments with that sort of thing, I never really cared much for it. Perhaps I should have. The thing with shrines is that whilst they might be more space efficient, they aren't more money efficient. Am I right in thinking that? A tempo only costs 150, although space is ultimately the limiting factor in this game. The maps can only get so big or small. Right, time to make a new industrial area. Couple hunting lodges should be sufficient, right? Jesus Christ, ostrich, you're in the way. Well, now employees are needed. Jesus Christ, ostrich. Shoo, go. Okay, yeah. Go where I'm not trying to build a damn building. Thank you. Build a bazaar. I don't think we'll be evolving our city too much. But we do need more workers, you are correct. Thank you, game, for reminding me. We eat more than we produce, but apparently people are capable of surviving without water and food. Especially food. Well, food in this case. Oh, we can even build infantry forts. Wow, we are sophisticated here. Let's make a clown college while we're at it. What can we export? They buy copper for good amount of copper. They sell food, they buy papyrus. We don't have papyrus that I know of. 800 debens is a lot though. Yeah, we don't have papyrus. It'd be perfect if we could do gems, but we could build more houses over here. Stockpile. There we go. Okay, yeah. Stockpiling the resources should be sufficient to have us, you know, not okay. Guess we also need to turn off the industry. Or was he already on the way to get the thing? Industry is currently shut down. Ah, yes, of course. I have the big dumb. I forgot to build these. Good thing my storage yard with all the weapons hasn't exploded yet, but let's just have one weaponsmith for now. Got 7 months to make the guy happy. Make the Pharaoh a happy chappy. We can make a clay pit. That is surprising. That I did not expect. There we go. A pharaonic request. Makes it sound a lot more important than it actually is. I mean, it's only a matter of life and death for our poor little Egyptian bro here, but could eventually, yeah, make another block somewhere around these parts. Start making an archer fort somewhere around here. Oh yeah, and a recruiter, of course. That. Try not to use that as too much of a crutch. The gold provides us the steady amount of income that we wouldn't have otherwise had. But the tax collector should supply us with a little bit more, too. We'll only be making minimal amounts of tax, of course, but minimal is better than nothing. I guess we can go back to making weapons. Seth is very happy, unsurprisingly, given the obscene amount of shrines we have. Oh, no, we want you. Industry is on. We are no longer stockpiling. How much food do we produce? That's the question. 1,600 people. I suppose we can make a little... Well, way ahead of you, Pharaoh. Way ahead of you, Chief. We are drowning in the gems. Probably want to build it over here, I'd imagine. So you want that block to look something like this. Nice little surface for the houses here. Kingdom standing climbs up. Set up, we want the houses over here. Mistake. There we go. Oh, don't you worry, girlie. We're going to be having more than enough jobs for these people. Bedouins are here in 1 year. That doesn't sound very good. That doesn't sound very good at all. Let's try and save up the money so we can actually make another fort, this time for infantry. No, of course, the Pharaoh wants my money just when I need it the most. Thanks, Pharaoh. Thanks. Yeah, we've made almost 300 in taxes in the year. That's not too bad. It's a non-zero amount of money. Non-negligible. What's my kingdom looking like? 60, I think we can tell Pharaoh to get stuffed on this next request. How much does gold mine cost? More than we can afford to build right now. Got 16 archers, that's not very much. My kingdom rating has risen. Damn right it has. 63. What we want is an infantry fort to go along with our archery fort so that we may actually have some cover for our archers. Just wait for that latest shipment to get in so we don't go into debt. 6 months. Okay. You can wonder all you like, Pharaoh, but I really don't care how much you wonder, because I need an army, because the Bedouins are coming to my gates. Yeah, I don't care about compliance, I care about not dying. What I also care about is starting to build another series of mines over here. Start by building the essentials. And see how far the architect gets. If he gets this far, we should be fine. He does get that far. Goes a few tiles further. Okay, this is roughly the limit, which is fine. We'll take it. We'll have to take it, in fact. Maybe Pharaoh asks for more reasonable things like gems, or... Kingdom rating has risen and now it's gonna fall again, but that's okay. Oop. We're surviving just fine without a festival square. Oh no, we're not. Seth is getting annoyed. Quickly, a temple to Seth. So here, I suppose. Seth, how you looking? Displeased? Bedouin armies attacking. Oh, I see them now. I don't know the intricacies of combat in this game. Wait. No, that was a priest for Anubis. Bedouin army, where are you? No, you guys pull back, you guys attack. Maybe engage? Do something? Okay, that looks like it's it. Can't I do the whole formation thing with you? 9 months, but 9 months should be enough for our guys to get back home. Rested, repaired, and most importantly, yes, lack of jobs might deter migration, but Trust me, I'll be giving you a bunch of jobs in the mines. Don't you worry about that, girlie. Don't you worry, girlie. Oops. Spent all my money on gold mines. I didn't even notice I was that much into debt. Now they have to hoof these things clear across the city, but that's okay. We can go back to stockpiling weapons. Now let's give you the money so you can be less annoyed at me. Lack of jobs, my ass. Okay, let's prepare to sell some copper. Yeah, let's keep exportable one over 800. That sounds fine. We want enough copper, but not too much. Wow, these mines are so fussy. Yes, my expansion over there is not going to go well. Still got a full company now. Start making weapons, please. Bedouins will be coming soon. Don't really have the money for this, but I'll be doing it anyway. Got a couple more shrines to Seth, so he's happy. A couple of 3, might I add. Let's work on doing this properly. Make it a little chubby as far as blocks go, it doesn't really matter. Come on, Bedouins. Come on. The more of you die, the more experience you get. terrified. But our infantry is now skilled. Would you look at that? Upset because there are not enough jobs. Well, you know how it is. Here's another job. Granary. That's a job, right? Oh yeah, we do need more people. Like, all I need is some people to live here. Everything else is gonna be taken care of. Got 5 weapons. I don't know if we'll quite make the 15 that Pharaoh wants. But a couple more of you. Our unemployment is a mere 10% now. Hooray. The Bedouins are coming in 7 months. 7. What a number. Now employees are needed. Employees needed. Ooh. Job shortages. We need more people. Okay, now we should be getting something done here. We have something resembling an army. Pharaoh's gonna get annoyed with me again because I don't have enough weapons. I've got a mere... Oh no, I might have enough. I just have enough. There we go. Pharaoh will be happy with me once again. No workers live nearby. They live here. Go to them, goddammit. Your city needs more workers. If only people would move in here, then we could get them more workers. And everyone would be happy. Especially me. Temple of the Seath. One-month Bedouins. Good to freaking know. Da-da-dun, dun, dun, da-da-dun. Engage. Wait. Archers defend. Worst case, they destroy a couple gem mines, but 1,000 people live here. 1,000. That invasion was quite annoying, actually. So I lost 1 infantryman and 3 archers, but now the archers are skilled. Man, this whole This should make it a little bit more efficient to get stuff. Let's go home, guys. Stay at your house. Rest up, please. Like, you shouldn't just... Just make a storage yard over here. And you work on getting all the copper. Your job is to get copper. Extremely pleased with me. There you go. So you can accept all the copper. What does the game want from me? Prosperity of 15.
A new pharaoh, Den, has
Let's try and build some way to feed these people. These poor people. What's prosperity? Oh wow, prosperity is actually good enough. Well, I need a bit more kingdom. And actually, I know one way to get kingdom. Know one good way to get myself some kingdom. I do. Let's build our mansion in the shittiest area in town. Cancel. Send a gift. You'll send a generous gift. Oh no, you want 2,000 people to live here. Jesus Christ. You want a lot from me. Yeah, honestly, why wasn't this function? That is a good question. Why wasn't it working? Apothecary, great. Architect's Place, great. You're going. Oh god, what have I done? I'm making you a bandstand. It's nothing amazing, sure. But it functions. This city's incredibly disorganized, might I say. But it barely functions, and I suppose that's what matters. I'd much rather have a getting warehouse somewhere here in the middle, but we'll take this. Just as soon as I have the money, I'll work on making more houses. Oh, sorry, not houses, more forts. There we go. How's Seth looking? Congenial. That sounds good to me. And yes, I'm aware that I could. Well, I suppose I could. You could get a bit of that, actually. Prosperity is perfectly fine, we don't need to be prosperous. It's already a miracle I'm providing them even with pottery. Let alone anything better. What's our overseer of this things? Oh, he's happy. Good. Got a boatload of cash, relatively speaking. So given that we got a bunch of useless land here in the middle, let's make an infantry fort here. For the infant that resides within all of us. Desirability of the dwelling area. You got it, chief. How much food do we produce? 2,800 people. There you go, Pharaoh. We'll have 3 companies of soldiers. Can you imagine that? 3 whole companies of soldiers. It'd take the largest Bedouin army in history to take out this city. Let's hope they don't send it. I really hope they don't send it. Copper, you say? Okay, then let's do what we need to do with copper. Stockpiling. Industry. Off. But yeah, given that we got a lot more mines. Seth should be eternally happy with these things. Forever and a day or two. Ooh, gosh. I'm quite enjoying myself. It's relaxing, but it makes me think a little. I'm getting back into the flow of things. Good thing we didn't jump straight into hard. That would have been a massive mistake. Enough copper. Industry on. Exporting went over 800. So we shouldn't have too much trouble fulfilling any and all requests that get asked of us in the future. Oh, too few jobs. Okay. First, let's make new jobs, then let's... no. What more jobs could we make, actually? I suppose dance school. Doesn't employ the entire world, but... But enough people, I suppose. Oh yeah, Clown College burnt down. Well, I preemptively took it out, just in case. Yeah, but we got 21% unemployment. Can't really make more mines, so... Of course the Bedouins are coming any freaking day now. Can produce more than wheat, that's what I hope to hear. Can we get any productive jobs here? Like jobs that are worth actually having, or do I have to just make busy work? What's our employment? Because I want more people, but I also want less unemployment. Temples need only 8 people. Did this festival square need anyone to staff it? Let's find out. Let's pretend it does. No, it doesn't. Damn. Damn. I'd love to be able to sell these gems I have, but... Oh no, man never buys the gems. How could I have not noticed that? Yes. Absolutely, look. Exportable when they're over... There we go. And since they're exportable, Let's have a couple more of you. That's absorbing 8 jobs. You should absorb another 6. Should ameliorate our situation somewhat. Yeah, the entertainment district here isn't operating at maximum efficiency, I suppose. Anything else can be sold? Import. Suppose I could import the beer, but that doesn't change the fact that we have unemployment. Just because people are getting drunk out of their mind doesn't mean that they stop working. Annoyingly enough. I don't really want to make another mining district, but... Bedouins in 1 month. What joy. Okay, they're over there. Come on, infantry, do something. Don't just let the archers die. Got 1 job. Like, literally your job is to kill people. Try and do it a little bit better this next time. Archers have been massacred. Perfect health, sure, but they are panicked. Probably because there's only 6 of them left. Got a bunch of skilled troops. Got buckets of ducats, so to speak. I'm trying to find people more jobs, but they don't seem to be too happy. There we go. 8 more jobs. Easy as. Simple as. Just... Perfect. You can get some pottery. And if necessary, get some beer too. Make some busy work for people. They feel a lot better when they're actually working jobs, apparently, so let's give them the stupidest jobs. Getting random shit. It's a job, I suppose. Let's make another physician. Where's Mr. Manefa? These can be exported. When I was 16. Because we're making so much money now, but I really don't want to radically redesign my city just to get a few more jobs, you know? There we go. Get even more gems. And even more Bedouins. To make another granary, because that's 12 whole people. That'll get a job. And stop complaining that they don't have a job. Let's make another little clown college performance area. Just to be on the extra safe side, let's build another firehouse, because Lord knows that we don't need it, but we need the people to staff it, because, hey, it's a job. %12 unemployment. Stop being unemployed, people. Just get a job. There we go. How many people work at this damn clay pit? 8. How many people work at these potters? 12. So we've just gotten rid of 32 people who are unemployed, and we've made them employed. Finally. Let's make another storage yard while we're at it. You will be accepting only beer. And we will be importing 1,200 beer. Making shrines this. Off you go. Why did that shrine collapse? I suppose it's a little bit off the end. Let's make another architect's post just to be sure and absorb some of that unemployment. Everyone just go home. Ooh, the veterans now. Good to know. We're apparently 40 prosperous. But it's a whopping 40. Everyone gets a courthouse. Only 10 people staff it, but given that there's 2 of them in the city now, we should be able to have something, and we're crawling up to the population and everything. All these people flowing in. Just flooding in. And there we have it. Victory.
Pharaoh applauds you. Through your skilled management, you have successfully defended your city from Bedouin attack and provided Egypt with the means of defending itself.
No, I've dealt with crippling unemployment. That was a problem. Crippling unemployment and no way to monetize, no space to really get any decent industry going, and me not being bothered to, well, make another block or do something else so as to have some meaningful industry. But yeah, we did it. We can go to Abydos or Bedet. Abjadu, I guess, and Apollinopolis. Let's say Abjadu.
The burial place of our forefathers has grown over the years into a sprawling necropolis of sacred tombs. Now, most noble men and women wish to make this their eternal resting place. To honor them, the new pharaoh Kazakimwe of the Second Dynasty has ordered the construction of 3 sacred mastaba tombs, one of greater size than the other 2, for the local nobility. Pharaoh has also ordered the creation of a powerful navy based at Bedet. Abjadu, too, must support a modest fleet of combat ships if our shores are to remain totally secure. This will not be easy, as timber is scarce and our climate supports only a few sparse areas of forest. Cedar may be imported at great cost from Byblos in the land of Lebanon to the northeast. Fortunately, exports of our native papyrus will provide a means of offsetting this expense.
That's good. What would Apollinopolis, Bedet mean?
Egypt's military troops are now unmatched in the known world, but the new pharaoh, Kazakimwe of the Second Dynasty,
I'll probably be doing
also
Abjadu.
demands a power.
I'm not big on the military missions. But more importantly, it's pretty damn late. Well, this is a fun mission, from what I remember. I think we probably need warship wharfs, and maybe another transport wharf, and a bunch of wood, and you know how it is. But yeah. I've been enjoying myself, but it's pretty late, so I'll be continuing this tomorrow. If you've liked what you've seen, well, consider following the channel for so you can see me again. In any case, thank you all for watching, and have a good night. Goodbye.